Hi, today let us think about the role of woman in Bible, in Christianity, especially in our belief as a Christian. I think that nowadays most women excel themselves. They can be so smart in every sphere. They can really live alone, work alone, and even nurture a whole family by herself. So you can see that how Elon Musk's mommy raised up the whole family with 3 children, only on her own, being a single mom. And then she has to keep herself financially good, and she also study master degree, and she also has her own business, not only her own jobs but own business. But she can still nurture 3 children. All have grown up to be very successful person in a particular field, and then contributing to the society and to the world. So we give great credit to that kind of mom. So it seems that being a lady, a woman, you can see that many women really can excel themselves no matter what, no matter under what situation, and then no matter as a married lady, as a single mom, or even as a single lady, you can find many successful ladies, women in the world nowadays, especially nowadays when they receive good education, when they receive great training in reasoning, in doing business, or in doing any kind of job. And then we all know that ladies are particularly good at communication, relationship, leadership, and presenting themselves, or even in building up the team, because they tend to be more lovely, more concerned about their staff. So you can see that many ladies become good leaders nowadays, provided that they have the good background, good education, and they have the chances. Of course, nowadays, many countries, many cities, or many fields, they still will have the possibility to take away the chance, the equal chance of a woman. But nowadays, we can see that when the woman become more and more successful, there's come another issue. That is, when the Bible tells us that women should be submissive to their husband, women should be nurturing their own children, should be in family, or even some cultural belief, they also think that ladies should take care of their family. The first role of a lady should be the nurturing and caring of the whole family, including their daily needs, their daily necessities, or their growing up. Okay, because the man has to work outside. Even the ladies also need to work nowadays together. Usually 2 couples will be working nowadays, especially in some cities or countries like Hong Kong. Most ladies, even after marriage, even after giving birth to babies, have a few children, they still have to work. So nowadays there is another issue, that should women go to work? But it seems that there is a question not easy to answer. When nowadays usually both couples have to work. The culture, the society, the necessity force the ladies to work, and also the education, the background, the training, the character, the passion, the dreams of the lady also push the lady to work. And so it seems that this is a question not easy to answer, or no need to answer. It all depends on the couple themselves, right? If the man allow the lady to work, or accept the lady to work, then we can find that usually the ladies will go to work. Or the financial situation really force the lady to work. No matter the man, the husband, like it or not, he has to accept, because they need 2 of them to earn for their living. So the man must accept nowadays, okay? And then the men nowadays also are very smart. They can also take care of the family, not like the past generation that they only know how to work, they don't know how to do things at home, or they refuse to do anything at home, even take care of their children. But nowadays it seems that it's easier for the lady to go and work, especially when they live financially, and then when the man can accept, the man can also take care of the home. So now it seems good that both go out to work, both take care of the home, both play with the children, both educate and nurture the children. Then it should be good, right? Should be very good family with a good parental caring, good cooperation between two couples, right? Between the husband and wife. So it seems good. But nowadays, there is still that issue, whether a lady should go out to work, whether a lady should take care of the home, whether a family should take leadership. Sometimes we accept the ladies to go to work because they need to earn for a living, because the men need them to earn more money, or because it seems that ladies can easily find a good job, or they can be promoted, or what a pity if the lady don't go out to work, they can earn a lot, okay? And then the men can be released. The burden is not so heavy, and then the men can also enjoy themselves. And nowadays, some men even want the lady to work and to earn money, and then they can stay at home. So nowadays, some men want to stay at home because it seems that outside the home, the men actually face a lot of pressure. And then nowadays, some men even enjoy being a family man. That can be good if both of them can handle it good and can accept it. But when the leader, when the ladies take the leadership, when they excel themselves in the work, in their profession, or in the sector that they are involved, and then when they take leadership, then it seems that the male staff or male leaders, or even the men at home, they don't like it, because when someone talk about you, they talk about that you are who and whose husband, okay? If we talk about you are whose wife, it seems that it is an honor to the ladies, and it seems that the lady also accept it, that we are so honored to be named as who and whose famous person's wife. For example, Trump's wife, Elon Musk's wife, or even nowadays Charlie Kirk's wife. It seems it is a great honor. Oh, your husband is so smart. We all know your husband. Oh, you are who and whose wife. Oh, how good, how blessed that you can be his wife. Surely you must be very smart. When someone finds that your husband is smart, they surely know that you should be smart, or at least how can you win the heart of such smart man, and then win his heart and hold his heart for you. Every lady will be jealous of you. Actually, some lady even want to take away your husband because I don't believe that you can be more smart than me. Why can you get such good husband? Actually, some lady even want to take away your husband because I don't believe that you can be more smart than me. Why can you get such good husband? I can't. Nowadays, some ladies tend to attract married men because of that reason. They are confident that they are worthy of a good man. They can have a good man. They should have a good man rather than you, okay? Especially some ladies, they tend to be, because they tend to be submissive, take care of the children, maybe even not well educated enough because they just take care of their family, and then maybe she know her husband when they were young, so she start to be a mom, a wife when they were young, when her husband is not yet successful. So sometimes we don't understand why this man can marry such kind of woman, but they forgot who helped this man to be successful, okay? Before success, this man actually maybe also a very poor guy, no one appreciate him, and then this lady appreciate him, and then have a trust in him that he can be successful. So there is a story about the wife of a famous president, and then once the president drive a car and pass by a petrol station with his wife, and then he see the wife's ex-boyfriend, and then he points out to the wife, you see, if I don't marry you, you will be the wife of this guy. Now he is still working in the gas station. And then how did the wife respond? She responds in that way, if you don't marry me, maybe you are still working in the gas station. So you see, sometimes men just forgot that without the lady's care, without the lady's acceptance, endurance, appreciation, or helping him, or living with him at least when he is still poor and not successful, and then she already follow him, live with him, marry him, and then even bring up a few children and something like that. He forgot, and then the whole community seems also forget that how his wife has helped him, and so when the man attract appreciation from some other lady who is very successful, very elegant than his wife, he will soon run away, or he will soon forget. He will soon lost his faith to his wife. He will be attracted by other lady, and lost his love for his wife because he has forgotten. Okay, and then it seems also not good match the way. Of course, for a successful man, smart man, men are usually become more smart when he becomes more successful. This is the truth, right? And then even he's getting older, more success. The man will look more charming, more mature, and then attract ladies more, because a man, no ladies will mind whether he's old or not, but it seems that he get more confident, more charm when he is more successful. That's the truth. So he attracts more ladies. So that's why it's easy for a man to forget the love, to leave beloved when he married before success. So it seems that it's easy for a lady to stand outside the sport, to stand at the back of the man, to support him. Okay, even she also work, but at least people still can't accept that the lady will be more successful than man. So sometimes the lady doesn't want to attract more attention, to make her husband feeling uneasy. We all know that what happened to Diana and Prince Charles. One of the reasons may be Diana attracts too many attraction. Even as a king, people like the princess more than the prince. That's the reason behind. But of course, as a future king, as a prince, maybe you just can't accept that your wife attract all the attention. But you should know that before marrying such a beautiful lady, maybe he never expect that Diana can turn out to be so elegant, so charming after marrying, because at that time she is just a kindergarten teacher. Okay, it seems that she only looks shy, she only looks submissive, quiet, but maybe no one can expect that she can be trained to be such an elegant lady. So anything change, and then sometimes the man just can't accept the lady to be so attractive, so successful. So it seems that many ladies would like to be not so successful. Even they have the chance, they will slow down. They will rather to be out of the spotlight. Even they can earn the attention, right? And then it seems that they can have a better family life. Those who are very successful, who attract too many attention, we can see many examples that they be divorced, or they will lost the love of their husbands, or the husband will turn away from them, or even they have a bad relationship, or even their husband just don't feel easy, right? Or the relationship can't be as good as before, or even turn back. So that is the reality, that is the truth. And the character of the ladies seems to be submissive easily. Don't talk about the truth or wisdom of any culture, or the truth in the Bible. Just judging from the character, from the personal preference for lady. I do believe that most ladies still want to support their husbands, still want to stay at home more, still want to take care of the children more, because it's really, even the daddy is so good to take care of the children. You still find that a mom is better, a loving mom, a mom with great attention and time for the babies, for the children. Really a blessing to the growing up of every person. I think most of them will still believe that, trust that, and that we can find it is true, socially or culturally, or even we gain the teaching from the Bible. That it seems that we are trained, we are educated, or we are molded to have that kind of thought that it's better. It's better for us to take care of the children, take care of the family, even at the expense of losing our chances to success, or our own benefit, or even our own time in our dreams, in our artistic aspiration, something like that. But also because of the character. I think that a woman, most of the women find great joy in family. Finds great joy in take care of children, hugging the children, pay attention to them, knowing their life in their every time of their growing period. When you find the baby start to walk, start to hug you, start to call you mommy, wow, it is really a great joy, right? I think most women will think this way. It's really a great joy. And then when you find, when you can accompany them, seeing how they start to walk slowly, and then steadily, and then very fast, and then how they start to run, to play, and then how they win prize, and then you can see that they have good education, good success education. I do believe that most ladies will find great joy in it. But for the men, maybe when the children get poor result or get bad behavior, maybe they will be angry. Okay, but usually, normally, in their normal growing up, they just give them to the mom, to the wife, or they just think that I already work hard. What can you expect from your daddy? Okay, you should work hard yourself. You should be a good boy yourself. You are not good, but so you are worth of punishment. That's it. Okay, but during their growing up, it seems that most men. Of course, most of them have to work hard, but most of them, the character of men, they don't tend to get a great enjoyment purely in the growing up of the children. They find great joy in success, in work, or even in helping others. Or some will find great joy in doing some handy job at home, repairing cars. Or some men don't like to play with children. Even some men, they don't know how to play with children. They don't know how to pay attention, how to talk to children. They rather scold or say nothing. So it seems that in our growing up, a good, lovely character of a mom really helped the growth so much. So it seems that most ladies will still believe that even they are so busy in work, even they have to earn money, even they are single mom, they will still, they know that they still have to give time to their children. So you seldom see that a working mom, even a single working mom, you seldom find that they will not give time to their babies or children. Even though they are so busy, of course, provided that the mom is good mind you. Some mom, after divorce or when she has to work, and then when she went home, she just like any other father, they might outpour the anger, or they might release their pressure at home, scolding the children, punishing them. Okay, but most mommy, most lady won't do that. Home is their enjoyment. Home is their safe place. So even they are so busy, after going home, they want to hug the children. They want to play with children. They want to see their children living safe and happily, even though they have to maybe even work hard at night when they come home. So that's why a mom usually work 24 hours. No matter a working mom or a family mom, they still have to work for 24 hours. But they most of them never complain, never feel disappointed, or never give up their job as a mom, no matter working mom or family mom. Enjoy, spend their time So of course they will also have a great pressure, and then maybe sometimes break out, cannot control themselves. That's it. But most of them, because they find joy, find relaxation at home, even they have to give time to the children after work. But because of that release of pressure, because they find enjoyment, not like the daddies, they don't find enjoyment. Most of them don't find enjoyment at home. They just think that, oh, after work I'm so tired and exhausted, so after home I just want someone to take care of me, okay, serve me. So I just sit there reading newspaper, watching TV, and then waiting someone to give me shoes, waiting someone to give me food. And then some of them even won't talk with the children because I'm so exhausted already. Don't bother me, okay? So, but most of the moms won't do that. After going home, they will still love to see the children, hear the children, play with the children. Even though just see them sleeping or just sing a song, to give the baby a good sleep. So you can see that. I think the woman is really blessed by God, really blessed by the Creator, that they can really work for 24 hours every day, because during the time giving to the family, actually it is also hard work time, but it is a time of release, a time of enjoyment, a time of refreshment. That's why the lady can work 24 hours, because they get recharged, they get refreshment at home. Even though she has to do many things during the day, during the same time. Okay, when she is cooking, and then she maybe she has to send message, or she has to check message, or even when she's working, she have to see whether her children are safely at school or at home or anything, or she has to plan to do something or to buy something online, something like that. She can manage to do many things at the same time. Well, when she's cooking, she can still be online teaching and training when she's cooking. Okay, you see that, and nowadays especially, like me, just opening the video, then take the footage, or even having a live chat. But actually, maybe my hands are maybe I am typing something, or maybe I'm packing up something. You don't know that I can do that, or my eyes actually is paying attention. Maybe my children is paying around. I am still paying attention, take care of them. Okay, so you can see that we can focus. Okay, the ladies can focus on doing things, but they can also multitask to handle many things. That is also the blessing of a lady from the Creator, from God, I believe. Okay, we have that kind of character. Why? Because in the Bible, God clearly states that after creating the man, God found it not good for him to be alone. After the creation, before creating the woman, Eve, God found that it's good, but it's not very good. But after creating the woman, Eve, he said that it's very good. And then before creating Eve, the woman, he found that it's not good for the man to be alone. So man to be alone is really not good, but woman to be alone, to be single, it seems they're quite good. Okay, especially nowadays, many ladies enjoy single life. They are single for 40 years, 50 years, 60, or even 70 years. They most of them, if they choose to be single, they find it so enjoyable because they can focus on their work, they can enjoy their social life, they can pursue their own dreams. They don't need to spare time to a man, spare time to children, especially when you're single. Of course, nowadays, the single woman can still choose to be a mama, but when if we think that most of the single ladies, they won't get married, they won't give birth to babies, so they have their time is always for themselves. You know, a married lady not only to give time to the husband, to the children, they have to give time to their husband's parents, husband's family, or husband's problems. You can see that. So it seems after marrying, the ladies show the more problems than being single. So it seems that I don't know if God created woman first, whether he will create the man. Woman tends not to be so offensive. Maybe there won't be so many wars. Okay, I don't know that, but maybe judging from the situation in the world that we can see for so many years, we can see that actually of course, there are also many reasons behind. If the woman, if the women are the leader, would there be fewer wars? We don't know that. But when the women are ladies, will there be not so many corruption or so many extramarital issues in the working sector, working situation? We don't know that, or whether the woman will go like the men to date with any other person from the opposite sex, even after they get married, because ladies tend to value the marriage more, tend to respect the relationship more. Maybe ladies also tend to respect their own bodies more. They won't give their body so easily to any person of another sex, not like the men. They just think that, oh, it's okay, I just want to have more ladies in my life, that's it. I just don't want to have sex, okay, with any lady. Maybe they will think that it seems that they don't have any harm or any hurt. But for ladies, if they of course, except some who want to earn money through sex, most of the ladies will think that even though they love the wrong person, the wrong man, or they shouldn't have marital relationship with some man too early, and then get baby, right? Besides all those different kinds of ladies, we find that ladies tend to respect their own body, respect their relationship, and of course their marriage and their family. Also, of course, their husband, because women cannot easily have physical touch, not to say sex, physical touch, physical intimacy with any man. Okay, even though especially for some culture, even the man touch you a bit, you will scream. The lady will scream. The lady doesn't accept it. Okay, so not to say to get set up, but of course nowadays the modern time, of course many things have changed, but it is still a minority. It's still against the belief, against the culture. It is only that someone would like to behave like that, or they won't care, or people tend to accept more nowadays. But still, it's not the common value. Still, it is not acceptable in public. After creating a man, God said clearly that in the book of Genesis, in the opening of the Bible, you already find that when God created the world, after create the human beings as the climax of creation, but it is not really the climax. After creating the man, God said that it's not good for the man to be alone, and then he needs a helper, and then God creates woman to be his helper. Okay, let's under this term helper. Many people think that a helper, oh, easy. For example, in Hong Kong, every family has a Filipino helper, has an Indian helper. So they think that a helper is the one who is inferior in their role, inferior in the family. They just work and then serve, and then they are not worth of respect. Usually our understanding of the word helper is that, but no, to understand the meaning of every word in the Bible verse, you must understand the meaning of the original text. That means Hebrews in the Old Testament, Greek in the New Testament. You must understand the meaning of the first version, okay, as Hebrews, as Greek. What's the meaning of this word? Okay, yeah, it is translated into helper, but because nowadays we tend to understand the word helper in this way, okay, the servant, the maid, helping you, okay, and then following your order. She cannot say no, okay, she can only say yes, or she can only say yes, sir. Okay, and then you will say this is your order, and then she must obey, right? And then she is not worth. You won't show her respect. You won't ask her advice. You won't try to understand her feeling. You won't, as the owner of this family, okay, as the head of this family. You won't pay attention to the helper. especially the wife, they are non-paid helpers. Okay, so you even don't need to hire her, you don't need to pay her, you don't need to sign contract, you don't need to pay attention to the contract terms. Whether you have violated the contract terms, you will be prosecuted. You violate the contract terms. So it seems that you will treat the helper at your home, your wife, even worse. Okay, I don't need to give her any to her, and then she become my wife, and then I can do anything to her, and then she can only just take orders and then do things and then take care of the family. Otherwise, I will have another lady, and then she will be divorced. So, in the past, the lady has that kind of destiny, so they dare not say anything. But nowadays, of course, the ladies can ask for divorce themselves. They can divorce the men themselves, and then they can get good benefits after divorce. So it seems that the ladies nowadays, most of them won't try to be as submissive as the ladies before. They will take action for divorce. They will take action to even kick you out. Okay, if she earn money, or they will take action to leave you, or at least not to be in good terms with you. At least like this, right? So when we understand this term helper, we must know that actually this word have the relation with God. God also helps us, okay? We all see that God is our provider, God is our creator. Actually, God also always helps us. So in this term, actually, it is under the understanding of the relationship between God and us. God help us, okay? We need God's help. This term helps actually means guidance, supervision, protection. Of course, also advice. Okay, so actually, how God helps us, how our wives also help us, help the man, help the husband. So every man, every husband should understand the term helper, the role helper of a lady in this way. They are not helping you like a staff, like a maid, or like a worker, or like a paid servant, or like an unpaid slave. No, just like Charlie Kirk's wife, Charlie Kirk's widow. She encouraged everyone in her husband's memorial service. She said that man and woman are in one flesh. In the book of Genesis, in the Bible, God clearly say that God created a woman from the rib of the man. He took out one rib from the man, and then create a woman. So man and woman, they are one flesh, and then man and woman get married to join as one flesh. So Erika Kirk, the widow of Charlie Kirk, she encouraged the ladies and the men, not only the wife, but the husband and the wife. You are one flesh. Your wife is not your slave, okay? Of course, God is not your slave, right? You understand the word helper. You understand the role of a woman, okay? In terms of your relationship with God, in terms of the role of God in your life, God is never a slave of you. You won't just ask God for something and then just leave him behind. Of course, actually, it is very common for those believers. This so-called believer, this so-called saved by God, they will just treat God as a helper in their understanding. That means that whatever I need, God, please help me. If I don't want you, I don't want to listen to you, I don't want your guidance, I don't want you to bother me, I don't want you to interfere me, okay, I leave you behind, don't bother me, okay? At that time, then he just don't want anything from you. But when he needs help, then he will ask, oh, God, please help me, please save me. Just like when he needs the wife's help, wife, please take me my sauce, take me my balls, or where is my shoe, my ball, where is my pen, anything, right? Or where are the children? Or why the children are so bad? Why don't you educate them? Like this, they give all the duty to the wife, just like they give all the responsibility to God. Oh, why am I so frustrated? Why do I fail? Why didn't God help me? Why, God? Why you don't help me? Okay, but when he wants to do things in his own way, when he has already be able to do things on his own way, then he just push God aside, just like he pushed the wife outside. So when the people turn away from God, just like the people turn away from wife, they have a sexual relationship with some other woman, just like they have a spiritual relationship with other gods, with other idols, or with other beliefs. Actually, they are also turning away from God. Alright, just like they turn away from wife. So we always say that adultery doesn't only means that have a physical sexual relationship. When your heart turn away from your wife, when your heart turn away from God, actually you are already committed adultery. You are already not faithful to God, not faithful to your wife. So when you ask God to be your provider, to be your helper, alright, you must give your heart to God. You must listen to your God. You must understand your God. You must have feeling for your God. You must respect your God. That's all you need to do for your wife, when your wife is a helper to you. So when God assign the role as a helper to lady, it doesn't mean that woman you are inferior to man. No. Actually, who can help who? You can understand that. Why not man help God, but God help man? Why not God be the help? Why God be the helper, but not man be the helper of God? So you can see that helper is really more capable. I don't use superior, but more capable. You need a helper because you are not capable of something in some areas. Okay, God give you a helper. God be the helper. God give you a helper because He clearly understand that you need the helper. The man need the helper. So when God assign a role of helper to the ladies, after understand the meaning of a helper, you understand that a man needs a helper. Okay, not a lady needs a helper from the man. So when God assign the lady this role as a helper, don't think that you are inferior. Don't think that and then I am inferior, and then God asked me to be submissive, so I should be as submissive as a maid at home, as a helper at home, so I have no decision. I cannot have any respect. No, now you understand. Okay, to be helper, you must help your husband in many ways, physically, psychologically, and most important, spiritually. We always been taught by the Bible. If your husband is so bad, he turns away from God, even he turns away from you. But if you are faithful, if you are a faithful woman, you still have chance to win back his heart. That's why God asks us, don't give up on marriage easily. Don't try to divorce easily until one of you are dead, or both of you are dead, or until any one of you committed a sexual relationship with others. But we do find that even the men committed themselves in sexuality with other ladies. Some wives are still try to accept their husbands, because they are waiting for them to come back. They want to win back their hearts from God. So you can see that why ladies tend to be so enduring, tend to be so forgiving, tend to be so submissive, and can endure a longer time for the husband to come back, because before that, okay, there is still chance for the husbands to come back. So if the ladies are faithful enough, enduring enough, have trust enough in God, they keep praying, they keep influence their husband, they keep waiting for them to come back. So the Bible teach us, okay, you don't know that maybe you can win back your husband's wife. do you believe that? Okay, you can win back your husband's wife. Are you sure that your husband cannot come back? Just if you don't separate from him, if you are not divorced, then if you are still living with him, if you are still trying to help him, if you don't lose the confidence, the trust in God, if you still have the commitment in this marriage, even though he has done something accepted by the Bible, okay, written in the Bible that is the reason for divorce, you can still choose not to divorce. So how about that if the reason to divorce are not written in the Bible, okay? But of course, God loved the lady, God loved the woman. So don't think that the woman must endure all the things, okay? Especially when the situation is really bad. We must know that God also loves the woman. So some ladies even accept their husband when they know that their husband are doing bad things. I was so surprised to hear that some ladies even help their husband to rape some other ladies, to commit murder. So that's not acceptable, because as a woman, as a faithful woman, as a helper of your husband, will you help him to do bad things? Will you not stop him? Will you still try to encourage him or let him do something bad when you know it? Okay? You are a helper, just like God is our helper. Will God allow us to do bad things and won't stop us and won't give us guidance and won't try to influence us? Surely not. So as a helper, when your husband has no trust in God, you help him. When your husband is bad in character, you help him. When your husband lost faith, lost self-confidence in job, you help him. When your husband even lost confidence, commitment in marriage, you try to help him. Yeah, that is a great job, right? Yeah, because God gave us a role as a helper, just like the role of God. You see how God valued us, the ladies. God gave us the roles like Him. He is a helper, and then we are helpers. So we should understand our role. We should understand our endurance and our submission in the life of Jesus Christ, in the life of God. Christ submit to God, just like God wants us to submit to the head of the family, our husband. Why? This term of submission doesn't mean like the maid at home that you have to listen to all his order. You cannot say no. You have no value. They have no respect for you. No, just now I've talked about it very clearly. Okay, when God gave us this role as a helper, actually, He is using the lady. He is using the woman in the daily life, in the man's life, to help him, to affect him. Because when we say that God can help us, but how God help us? God has to help us through the daily life, through every angel around any person, through anything happening around this person, right? If God wants to help me, He will use the angels around me. Well, surely the wife is the best angel, okay? The greatest angel around a man's life, that who can help him, who can endure him, who still love him, who wait for him, and then who have the ability and the character and the virtue and the endurance and faith to help him. A lady is really a faithful kind of human being, I can say that. Most of the men, maybe some of them also faithful, but they're faithful in the reasoning power. So we can see that all those are theologies, all those are great pastors. They are men, because in the past we don't accept female pastors, right? And then the lady won't have chance to receive education, or to say theologian training, okay? So that's the reason why those famous pastors, famous theologians, they are male, right? But of course nowadays more and more female pastor, female theologians, right? But we can still see that the man is better in reasoning, right? But the lady is better in relationship and in their faith and trust in their faith in God. So it seems that when God assigned the ladies this role as a helper to a man in marriage, okay, we must understand that when the book of Genesis talk about the relationship between God and man, it is about a union of male and female, a union of two bodies to become a flesh. It is about marriage, okay? Not about any man or any ladies if they are single. If you are single, if you choose to be single, or just like Apostle Paul, he has the you can say that he has the blessing to be single. He clearly state about that way. He has not everyone like him to have this blessing, this gift as a single man, especially men. Okay, just now I said that it's easier for lady to remain single, to remain faithful and single and spiritual, and still work well, live well, and then serve well and work with God well. Okay, not easy for a man. We can see that even the man, after being a Catholic father, we can still see many bad deeds from these men because they are men, right? So they of course we cannot pardon their bad deeds, but of course they receive temptation. They receive great temptation. Not easy for them to resist temptation. Okay, so being a single lady, being a single woman, of course, if you are blessed by God to be single, you choose to be single, and then you have the ability to become single. Of course, you can really excel the way you like, excel in the profession you are good at. You can really pursue your dream. You don't need to help any man. Of course, then you are blessed to help many men. Okay, you still can take care of some children, youngster or youth in your profession. You can still build up many men, many persons. So, as a single lady, maybe you have more time and attention to take care of more people. So God's still using you as a helper, but not just to a man, not just to a family, but to many men, to many families, okay, to a greater community, to a greater world, right? So it doesn't mean that your roles, the ladies' role have changed. It just change your environment or change your sphere of influence. When you can change a man, when you can influence a child at home, maybe you also influence the whole world. For example, if you are trans mother, if his success is due to his mom's great success in nurturing, then you have a nurture a good president for the U.S., for the whole world. Okay, if you are the mother of Charlie Kirk, right, you nurture a great character, right, and then he influenced such a lot of person across the world, not only across the U.S. So you can see that as a helper in the home is no less than a helper in the whole world. So for a lady, if you are faithful enough, you are trustworthy enough in God, okay, in God's guidance, in God's wisdom, you are always a helper. A helper, just now I explained that it doesn't mean that you cannot excel yourself, you cannot show your wisdom, you cannot have your highest performance. You have great performance in any sector, in any relationship, in any big stuff or small stuff, okay? In even you just influence a man, okay? This man can also turn to help a lot of people, right? Yeah, so, but as a helper, you can really nurture someone in the way that they really can feel God's love. They really can be nurtured as a healthy person. I can say that. Yeah, because when a man can only feed a child, can only maybe play with him or teach him how to shoot or take him out or then hold him up, okay, to play to play happily or to fight for him if he is ill-treated by someone, or to protect him physically. But it's always a lady who really can touch the child's heart to make them feel safe, emotionally safe, because the men tend to be emotionally detached. The ladies tend to be emotionally attached, right? She will nurture a child physically, emotionally, psychologically, and most important, spiritually. Okay, so because she themselves, if she is a faithful person, she showed the greatest endurance how to be a faithful person. Okay, she can manage so many things, so she won't give up her time with God. But a man, if he has to work hard, he will always give up his time, his devoted time, his devotion time to prayer, to study Bible, or even to serve the church. Most of them, that will be the hardest job for them. Okay, how to maintain a word, to work hard, and then to serve the Bible, and they even have their own devotion time. So you can judging from the character, the virtue, the endurance of most ladies, you can understand why God put woman in this role, why God give woman this role. It is not an inferior role, it is a superior role. When you understand that this helper must be understood in the light of Jesus Christ and God, okay? And then when you can see how God give blessings in a lady's character. And then when Charlie Kirk's widow asked the lady to serve, and then she set up a model herself how to serve the community, the world better, even after you are a widow now, a single mom now, and then after you lost the support, you lost the protection from a husband. So using Erika Kirk's case, you can see that originally she wants to find a job, right? Maybe at that time she found that TP USA is good at protecting the teachings of the Bible. She also agreed that people should turn back to the teachings of the Bible. That's why she looks for a job from TP USA, right? But when she interviewed with the boss, and then later her husband, Charlie Kirk, she found a husband. Okay, it's quite fun that when a lady is looking for a job, he found a husband. But actually, most of the time it's like this. I also heard about many stories that the ladies married to their boss, for example, as a secretary or as a staff, or it seldom happened that the lady boss will marry to their staff. It's seldom, but some, okay. But most of the time, when the lady, very often it happened that the lady will marry to their boss, or at least to the colleagues, or to the senior, or even sometimes to the client, or to their supporters, or to their customers, something like that. Okay, so we also find that a lady will find a husband when she's working well, studying well, doing things well. Okay, when she herself is going up well, appearing well, right? So we know that, of course, Erika Kirk is beautiful. She is Miss Arizona, okay. So of course she's beautiful. She's elegant. She can walk to the stage anytime. Just now, after the death of her husband, she quickly take up the mic, quickly take up the stage. Okay, walk up to the stage in public, in the whole world. She can perform well. She can speak well, because she, as a contestant in the Miss Beauty competition, she was well trained to appear in the spotlight, appear in the public, appear on the stage, right? So you can see that when she is such a brilliant lady, she submit to the role as a lady, as a woman, as a wife. She quickly married to this man and then give birth to 2 children just within 3 years. So you can see that she enjoyed the role as a lady, the role as a helper given by the Bible. And then she performed this role well. She allows her husband to to give speech outside freely, and then when he went back home, he has no guilty because his wife understand what he's doing, support what he's doing, and also make the home as best as you can. So when he came home, he can feel so at ease, and then he can play with the children. He can enjoy his private time with his wife. So you can see that Erika Kirk, when she is so successful, when she is only 18 or 19, she is the Miss Beauty, and then she wants to find a job. I think that if TPUSA or Charlie Kirk turn her down at that time when she's looking for a job, I think she can find good job in any area, okay? But Charlie Kirk is so smart that he spot this lady and then quickly date her, quickly marry her. I won't give you a job, but I want to date you. You see, he really won't waste any time. Maybe he's really confident about himself, really confident about his own insight of getting this lady to be his best wife. And then maybe he's also expected that she won't have long life. It's quite risky for him to always go out and then to pitch against the norm at that time about the incarnation, okay, of the people. Turning away from the biblical truth, but he tried to preach the biblical truth, asking people to turn back. Of course, it's very risky. And of course, when you know that what you are doing is risky, what you are doing is abnormal at that time, okay? What you are doing is not a normal person. What you are doing is against the social norm, the political norm, even the religious norm, that you will be risky. What kind of wife you have to choose? So Charlie Kirk is so smart to choose this wife. Of course, also man is easily attracted by the beauty of the lady. If Erika Kirk even smart, faithful, but she's fair, she is ugly or anything, maybe Charlie Kirk still won't chose her. But it's of course it's provided by God. Okay, such kind of faithful man married to such kind of faithful lady. Okay, God connect them into one flesh, not rivals. Erika Kirk reminds us that man and woman, husband and wife, you are not rival. You are one flesh. You are united into one flesh. You should be work as a team. Not the lady to be always listening to you, helping you, giving up all her time, all attention, all her idea. Well, you are a team. What is a team? A team, that means everyone has his or her suggestion, opinion, or value, or the right of voicing their opinions, and then you have to listen. Working as a team means you have to listen to everyone's voice. You have to understand everyone's reasoning. You have to understand everyone's choice. You have to try to persuade him or her to work together as a team. Not to say that, shut up! I am the head. I am the boss. I am the husband. Do shut up. Just follow me. No, you don't work as a team like that. If a team is like that, you cannot be a team. Okay? So some owners of a company, they only need people to listen to his and order. Then usually this kind of company can't exist long. Okay? Can't perform well. In the past you can, but now you cannot. Now you must work as a team. You can only attract a smart person when you can work as a team. So why Charlie Kirk can attract Erika Kirk? Charlie Kirk, even though he's smart and then quite tall and then not, you can say quite handsome, at least a mature, really a man figure, okay? And you cannot say he's very handsome, but not bad. But of course, Erika Kirk is so beautiful. She can have many choices, better choices, especially at that time. Charlie Kirk is not really so famous now, and then really is not really rich, and then he even not gain a BA degree. He hasn't entered university. So you can see that Erika can have many better choices. But of course, she also can see that Charlie has wisdom, biblical wisdom. He has compassion. He has the passion. He has the commitment. in Bible, in Christianity, in his faith. Of course, Erika must have that kind of faith, or she wants to be stronger in her faith, so she needs that kind of man to build her up in that strong faith. But at least she must also a faithful lady, and then she wants to be even more faithful. If she's a weak lady, weak in faith, she can't appreciate that man. Oh, wow, he is not smart enough. He take up a role so risky. Oh no, I have better choices. God will give me better choices. God will also accept me to maybe to enter some business profession, and then I can get a CEO. I can get what. So you see, she chose Charlie, okay, as a faithful man, and then she herself as a faithful lady. She chose to be a helper of that man, committed herself to only maybe cooking, gardening, taking care of the children, doing all those housework. But soon after the death of her husband, she quickly take up the mic, the stage, the TP USA, the CEO position, as her husband's supporter, team worker. She will continue his legacy. She will continue his passion, continue his mission. So you can see that she can give up everything as a helper at home, doing just any daily work. No one will remember her, no one will know her, no one will appreciate her. Oh, what a pity, a Miss Beauty, and then maybe a beautiful lady, or maybe educated lady. Now you are just a housewife. Okay, people will just name her as a housewife, or at least name her the husband of Charlie Kirk. But in the past, Charlie Kirk is not so famous, so no one will say that, oh, this is the wife of Charlie Kirk. But now, okay, she jumped from a housewife to a CEO. Of course, we use the word jump is just referring to the reality, right? But spiritually, emotionally, she takes up, she carry on, she further her husband's mission, passion, calling, and legacy. So she, in the past, she gave up everything for her husband, for the family, and for God's teaching. But now she takes up the roles as a CEO, as a continuation of the mission to encourage people to call the people to turn back to God. She did all this not only for her husband, not only for USA, not only for the US. She did all this also for God. So you can see that what is a helper? For what is the role of a woman? You are always a faithful lady in God's mission. You are always called by God to be faithful lady. No matter you're CEO, no matter you're a woman, no matter you're single, no matter you're married, no matter you are a widow, no matter you are forced to divorce or anything. Even you're forced to be single, right? Sometimes in some culture or some city or society, you must be single, okay? You have to be faithful. So you are still just a faithful lady in Christ, in God. You will still do anything faithful to God, no matter what. In the past, as married lady for a successful man, busy man, you have to give up everything, just stay at home. But you know that it is for God, okay? Because your husband is doing what God is calling him to do. Your husband is not just doing a job to earn money, all right? And then when you give up everything to carry on your husband's legacy, you are also doing everything for God, because you know that now the call is upon you. The call is now on you, okay? God chose you to marry Charlie Kirk. Actually, God already planned this. God already planned that you have to succeed Charlie Kirk. That's why he put you together with Charlie Kirk. That's why he put you together a few years before his assassination. Actually, Charlie Kirk has already been doing that thing for 30 years. It is really a miracle already that he was assassinated after 13 years of faithful service. Of course, we still find it too short, too young, but 13 years to act against those evils in this evil world. Actually, God has already given him a long time. Jesus Christ only have 3 years. He has 13 years, even though he's so young, just as young as Jesus Christ. So you can see that no matter what role as a lady you are taking, no matter single or married, if you're sure that you are single because of God, you are married because of God, okay? You are widow because of God, still be strong and faithful, okay? Still give your best, still live your best, still try to encourage people around you in your best, still try to be faithful to work out your belief, your trust, your confidence in your best, no matter what. If you are a married lady but your husband is not good, your life is not good, you still have to faithful in God's word that how you should behave, what you should do, not just simply thinking about okay, I have the right to divorce, I have the right to leave him, I have the right to separate with him, I have the right to give abortion, I have the right of doing anything. No matter what right you have nowadays, you pray first, you commit first that, oh God, what should I do in that situation? Okay, and then you keep praying, keep relying on God, then you will know what to do. No need for any other person to tell you what to do. But of course, you can get guidance, counseling from any professional or a pastor or a mature person, spiritual person. When you are in difficulty, sure, you can get listening, you can get support, you can get counseling, you can get any faithful advice from God. You yourself be faithful in God to give the power and strength from the Bible, from Christ, from God, from the Holy Spirit. But you remain faithful and ask God, what should I do? I do believe that Erika Kirk has asked, what should I do? When she first knew that her husband was killed, suddenly she lost everything. It seems that suddenly she lost everything. Of course, she will be very sad, overwhelmed by tears, by sadness, by the great loss of her husband, by the separation, sudden separation, by all that, by thinking about, oh, what can I do? What should I do with the 2 little kids? But pray and trust and faith and the guidance from God, the love from God, the inspiration from the Holy Spirit, the comfort from Jesus Christ, from the Holy Spirit, the love and peace fill up her heart, fill up her spirit because of God, because of her connection with God. In the past, even she is just doing cooking, gardening, or even sweeping at home. Maybe she is praying for her husband. That's why her husband can have 13 years. Maybe praying for God, for her children, how she can take care of the children, so that her children, even losing their father, they can still have a faithful mom to bring them up. We pray for that. We pray for that even in the new world, in such a complex situation, in such a new mission for Erika, we still pray for her that she can still fulfill her role as a mom well, because no one can take place the role as a mom. Of course, now Erika has to take up the role as a CEO, take up the role as a widow person again, a single lady again, shoulder all the responsibilities alone again. But she still have to take care of her children well, to take up this role as a mom well. She cannot give up this role. Even widow or single, she must fulfill the role as a married lady. Even a widow, she's married before, so she has children before she is the mom, so she still cannot give up this role. She still have to fulfill this role well, especially to bring up her 2 young kids. Of course, it's really an impossible task that after losing a husband, you can still live well, you can still be faithful, you can still be happy, be joyful, be energetic, and then you still can take out a role not only to earn money, to earn living, but you have to carry on your husband's legacy. Your husband's legacy is not easy already, but you have to carry on his legacy, carry on his job, his mission. And then now, but you still have to take care of your children, okay? In the past, your husband even he is committed in this great work, but after coming home, he can enjoy the service from the good wife, okay? And then when after coming home, the wife has already taken care of anything. But no, now the woman has no helper, unless she's married again. Maybe she gets some help from a husband, right? But we don't think that she will get married easily or in a short time. But of course, if we did that, it's also natural, and then we will be glad that he gets some more support from her. But not at least now or in near future or in the future, if she's keep single, keep widow, we can imagine how impossible it is for a lady to do so many things, and then she's just a young lady, weak lady, and then she still have to face how to tell her kids about the death of their daddy. She can forgive the killer, but can her children also forgive the killer? Can the children understand the biblical truth? Can she help the children understand? Help the children to grow up biblically with forgiveness for the killer, with understanding why their husband will be killed in this world when she just preached the Bible. Would they be scared to preach the Bible? Oh, my daddy was killed because he is preaching the Bible. He's preaching the truth. He's just debating. Would they be scared? So this is really a great job. So we only pray that if we love Charlie Kirk, we love Erika Kirk, we love their mission. Don't just try to be a member of 2P USA or try to be a volunteer or try to open the more chapter. Of course, these are good, okay? But try to pray for them. Pray for Erika, pray for 2P USA, pray for the two kids, pray for family, pray for anyone around Erika that they can really help her to remain faithful in God. I believe if a lady remains faithful in God, no matter what, no matter what kind of difficult situation she's in, she can still have the strength from God. She can still have unlimited strength. She can still survive. She can still take care of the family well, take care of everything well. We just pray for God. May God bless Erika. May God bless every lady. May God bless every single lady, married lady, divorced lady, widow lady. May God bless every lady in any situation. No matter what situation, be faithful in God. Then sure, you will excel your best in God. We pray for you that no matter what situation, no matter what role you have, you can still excel yourself in your best way. You can still live your best. So just try to be faithful in God and live your best life. May God bless you all.